Back for video number 9, doing the Pokemon Unified Minds booster box today. Hunting for the rainbow version of Mew and Mewtwo. So, hope you get some good pulls. Took a while for me to get this booster box in the mail, which I'll actually talk on that a bit here in a second. And today is February 25th. So let's get to cracking some packs. Oh, I gotta remember how to bring the code card and so many of them up front. Get back in the swing of things. There's 1, 2, 3. I think 3. We're about to find out, huh? Last video was about 20 minutes long for one booster box. I'm going to try to keep it, try to keep this one to 15. See how I do. Oh, yep, definitely did not do that correctly. Well, first reverse holo Noivern. Oh, gold trainer card as well. Cherish Ball. Pretty good first pack. So yeah, I was one card. I need to do 4 from the back. Let me separate commons. These are all. I put the, okay, it's a different order. So that was putting the uncommons first, bringing those cards up front. Okay. But as I said, it took a while to get this booster box. eBay seller I got this from for a good price. Well, it took them about 4 or 5 days to mail this to me. And then not only did it take them about 4 or 5 days to get it in the mail to me, but then they mailed the booster box. Oh, upside down. They mailed the booster box in a bubble wrap envelope, flat rate envelope. And so it came actually kind of beat up, but I don't think it was beat up to the point where it would cause any damage to any of the cards. But I was not a fan of that. I think that if you're ordering any type of booster boxes, that they should be shipped in a box, not an envelope. So I wasn't too happy about that. And after I opened packs and whatnot, I actually put cards, pretty much everything on sale on eBay. And when I sell stuff, I make sure to package it more than enough that it is going to arrive in, perfect shape, no damage done. So for, oh, that's different looking colored Grimer. Oh, it's the Alolan. Again, I'm not caught up to all the new Pokemon still, so regular, rare. Oh, that's and looking through the screen itself on the camera, I didn't realize that was a holo Alolan Raichu. I actually really like that version of Raichu surfing on its tail. But yeah, so I don't know. It was just, might be me just having a gripe or whatnot, but was not a fan of receiving the item in an envelope. Oh, don't do the focusing issues on me. Come on now. What's going on? What is that? That's just a foil common. Now we'll put regular foils there. And so where would, oh, well, talking about the whole shipping fiasco and not being happy about it. But again, I don't think any of the cards are damaged. It was just banged up. And I bought from a seller who had quite a credible seller's history. That's why, I mean, I definitely bought with confidence from him. But unfortunately, just reverse hollow Azelf. That's a common foil. And so when, you know, if someone has, I mean, heck, I think it was well over 200,000 positive reviews of the sellers. I don't know, maybe they had a off day or was having an off week, and I don't know, because I wouldn't think that they would make a habit of sending booster boxes in envelopes. But maybe maybe I'm griping about something that doesn't necessarily need to be a gripe. I've actually been watching online Pokemon battles with the new, keep mixing these up. Oh, as I keep looking through the lens here, it's not picking up the light, so I didn't even tell again that that was a reverse hollow. Oh, I need to correct these piles real quick. But yeah, so, and again, one thing I was entirely not aware of was the, what they call it, the Gigamax evolution, where actually I just saw this hollow sitting in my common pile. Reverse hollow. Some of y'all probably seen me just passing these right up. But yeah, where it makes the Pokemon turn into like a giant version of itself for 3 turns. Yeah, completely didn't know about that. But watching the videos, I'm just gonna have to pick me up a Nintendo Switch and get that game. Just one of the new versions of Sword and Shield. But I just feel that with Final Fantasy VII on the horizon, that, you know, trying to divide my time between that and a Pokemon game. Got a reverse hollow Pikachu there. That, I don't know, because I'm one of the type of person, when I play video game, I like devote all of my time to that one video game. So I don't like when in the past I've done it with a handful of video games where I'll stop playing a video game for maybe a couple weeks because another video game I was waiting on came out, and then I feel like that I need to start all over again because I just don't even really remember what was going on in the game and whatnot. So that's why I don't know if I should just hold off until after I play FF7 and then get back to there's it's pretty cool. I feel like this is like almost a like Chimera like looking Pokemon, just a bunch of different things together. Oh, there we go. Dragonite GX, first GX. And so I don't know, maybe I'll just wait till after FF7 because that's the game I am truly looking forward to. April can't come soon enough for that. I was just watching videos of the Dirge of Cerebus Vincent standalone game that I was watching all the cinematics, came across my YouTube feed, and I really feel like I should have played that game. I would have really enjoyed it. But yeah, the more and more they keep revealing with FF7, that game is just going to be incredible. Hopefully it's not a letdown as Final Fantasy 15 was for me. I followed that game for, it was at least the 4 years leading up to its release that I was just actively following it. I was so stoked for its release. It, you know, pre-order it, it comes out, and I was absolutely disappointed in it. And then Aegislash. Actually, I remember watching a guy's video. He was doing pretty awesome with this guy in competition battle. And, well, back to me talking about Final Fantasy 15, I was just not a fan of a number of things with it. And I'm the type of gamer that if the game just has like a handful of small irritating things about it that, like, for me to just like really take away from the experience of the game, I just don't like it. And I think I played the 15 for about several hours, and I finally just gave up on it. Tauros. But yeah, definitely gave up on it after several hours. And I mean, so yeah, 4 years following a game up till its release. And I guess maybe I just hyped it up for myself too much, and so it was, you know, my own hype up of it was my own undoing for just not liking it at all. See, this new angle, I like it, but man, does it just have focusing issues all the time. So hopefully FF7, that doesn't happen. But I doubt it will, because I absolutely loved FF7 as a kid. And knowing that they're adding quite a bit of additional content into it, hopefully it's great. But, you know, I even, like, the storyline of 15, I even, you know, went back to, like, read all about it, you know, all about the story. And I didn't even care for the story. So I guess, you know, all around, I just wouldn't have liked that game. Now, I know I have friends that, oh, something there in the back. I have friends that, you know, absolutely love 15. Reverse foil and Heatran GX. Second GX. Now, is that... See, I don't know if this is the variant one or not. I should probably do some more homework into these things before opening them up, but oh well. So yeah, just because I didn't like the game, I know a lot of people really did enjoy it. But I know I really enjoyed Final Fantasy 12, and I've met a number of people who did not like it. I've met people who actually do not like Final Fantasy 7 at all, and to me that's like blasphemy. But again, you know, everyone has a certain type of games they do gravitate towards, and others that they just don't care for. But actually, one of my favorite multiplayer games in the past was Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Absolutely loved playing that game with friends. And so when they announced Ultimate Alliance 2 coming out, I mean, my friends and I, we were stoked for that game. And, you know, that was when Marvel actually had to claim bankruptcy, and Disney, Sony, Fox, and all them were starting to buy the licensing up. And so Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 was still in production during that time. And because of the bankruptcy, basically, I really gonna just the short end of the story, like probably miss some points to actually, but they had to basically wrap the game up. There was no ability to actually test it thoroughly and all that. So that's why the game released with so many glitches and problems, and it was a pale in comparison to the original Ultimate Alliance. And Aerodactyl GX and Talonflame Reverse Hollow, third GX. And I remember when I took that game back up to trade in on another game, the individual at the store actually told me that Ultimate Alliance 2 was one of his favorite games he ever played. And to me, it was absolute garbage, especially in comparison to what its predecessor was. But just always goes to show you, you know, some people will love a game while others hate it. That's the BioShock series. BioShock 1 and 2, I absolutely loved it, except I will agree that while BioShock 1 was incredible, the final boss of that game was just garbage. Everything in that game, the story, the twist of the story, absolutely beautifully done. The game just unique, all original, and the boss was terrible. But other than that, that game was amazing. I actually liked BioShock 2 a good deal. BioShock Infinite, I liked, if it were a standalone game and not in the BioShock series, I think I would have liked it more. I still enjoyed playing it, but it wasn't what it was hyped up to be all those years that it was in production. Oh, which one's this? Jirachi GX, our fourth GX, and a bug catcher. Reverse hollow. It's actually one thing I didn't know the difference between with the Unbroken Bonds booster box was the difference between regular hollow and reverse hollow, so I do know that now. But again, I believe if BioShock Infinite was a standalone game, it would have been much better received, but it was delayed. Its release was delayed so they could still work on it more, and it was a letdown. Magnezone. Next half of the box. A game I actually really enjoyed that kind of went under the radar was, oh, now I'm going to forget what it is, but World of Final Fantasy, where it was like a mashup, kind of toonish with all the previous games. I actually had a lot of fun playing that game, but it came out just weeks before Final Fantasy 15 release, so FF15's release just completely... Everyone didn't even care about World of Final Fantasy, but I thoroughly enjoyed that game. And it almost had a Pokemon element to it because you had to catch the monsters. And they could even like escape while you were trying to catch them. Might have covered up part of that code there. So again, like, yeah, there's a game that many people probably didn't care for, never played, maybe never even really heard of, and I absolutely loved it. No rainbow cards. Those are, I know they are quite rare to come across, so, but it still would be awesome to pull one. Just anyone. Driftbloom, reverse hollow. Just regular rare. I'm not even going to try to say that. I'll probably butcher it. Moon Pheasant. I do play Pokemon Go, and this past weekend was the community day, and with Rhyhorns, I was out there, caught quite a bit of shiny Rhyhorns, and got a perfect statted Rhyhorn. So I do keep involved with Pokemon that way, but definitely gonna have to pick up a Nintendo Switch. Man, I said I was going to try to keep this under 15 minutes, and we're already at the 20-minute mark. Let's try to start speeding it up now that I do know the order the cards. Got the... Okay, so yeah, that's the regular version. I thought so. With the Heatran. So the other one was the alternate version. But I think I've watched a dozen or so videos of Unified Minds, and it seems like that was actually a common, more on the common end of pools, was that Heatran. I know I definitely didn't keep these piles entirely organized. Oh well. Actually, the first shiny I ever caught on Pokemon Go, Tag Team, what was that? Garchomp Giratina. Or, I think that's how that one said. Giratina. I think it's Giratina. Oh, wow, I didn't didn't even realize. Again, that's the gold version. Nice. Gold version alternate of that. Well, I think that'll be the top pool of the box. Probably no dice on the rainbow version of anything. But again, we just have to keep looking for them. It's just a reason to keep getting some more booster boxes. But yeah, I don't know if I ended up finishing that thought. It was the first shiny I ever caught on Pokemon Go was a shiny Charmander, which Charmander was always my starter Pokemon as a kid. Which, you know, come to find out that Charmander is actually the worst starter you can pick when it comes to the beginning opponents, like gym battles and all that you're going to face, and that Bulbasaur, which was actually typically the least picked starter, was the best one. Guess reason people would keep watching through this video though is for the codes. Another Alolan Raichu, reverse holo. Maybe that was the same one we got. I don't know if it was regular holo on the first pool or if it was reverse as well. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4 packs. So 5 packs including this one. Probably tapped out on all the crazy pools potential, but you never know. commons pile is about to tip over. Last 3 packs. I'm going to work on getting a little faster at these openings, because this video will be nearly 30 minutes by the time it's all over with. There's 3. All right, another GX Weevil, and if that was definitely the last good pull of the box. Last pack. Keep covering the last number or letter up, I feel, on sometimes on those code cards. All right. No. Let's hope for a good pull on this last pack. Last pack, we got Bomb and Snow and Giratina. Alright, probably the next video I might try to pick up another Unbroken Bonds box, but for this one, I believe this is definitely the best pull there was of the box. I like that. And then the regular GX, and then the alternate version. Alright, see you next time.